Guess I'm out of here. Wait a minute. Think I'm back. Think I'm back in the game. Back doing my thing. Yeah. Back from the rebirth. Finally found me, I'm free from my demons. I'm free to go show off my new worth. Tight with my pops, that mean a lot. Created and got in a new church. Missed the man on a mission, something was missing. Got lost and found me a new search. Now show you my new work, back from the rebirth. Yeah, I'm down in the lotto. I like smooth, never be doing too much, never working too hard. Acting fool just enough for a good life. I feel like good life's enough for the Namis. I needed glamour galore. Thought I was chasing the green by chasing my dream. That lie that they tell such a bore. My people, they straight with me. Well, some of them hate me, but go ahead and hate me. You're hating on me. For me, left you alone while I finish my circle. Stay fine, no work. Killing the bliss gonna hurt you. I'm on a new level, not in position to trust you. Not in a position, yeah. Back from the rebirth. Finally found me, I'm free from my demons. I'm free to go show off my new worth. Tight with my pops, that mean a lot. Created and got in a new church. Missed the man on a mission, something was missing. Got lost and found me a new search. Now show you my new work, back from the rebirth, yeah.
Looks like we got a long day ahead of us.
Hopefully not.
Why, you got somewhere to be?
Yeah, he does. At home by himself watching reruns of Family Guy.
I don't see what's so bad about that. No, but you should try to get out a little bit more often.
Nobody texts me, calls me. I be going back to Snapchat after closing it just to see if somebody hit me up all of a sudden. Dude be looking at texts he sent days ago just to see if he sent the message.
Nothing wrong with a little clarity from time to time. As a matter of fact, I've done the same. Not everyone acts like everything is good when they aren't, Mr. Bougie.
It's not acting if things really are good.
All right. That's problem number one right there. You know, if we can get to the purpose of this meeting, I'd really appreciate it. So we've had a few changes over the past few years. We won our first real election. We dated a bit. Got close with our father. Got a house. Even got ourselves a little lion dog. You know, but that's all the good stuff. And the majority of our experiences over the past few years have been good. We've had some bad times too. And the majority of those bad times have resulted from us not working together. Getting in our own lane, not having a balance. Getting in a mood. Not the mood. I can't stand the mood. Describe it. What's the mood like for you? As a matter of fact, what's the mood like for all of you? Embarrassing. That's what the mood is. You know, I don't know how I'm supposed to be the savior of my family when I can't even be my own. You know, I always talk about setting an example, but when I have 20 years down and no friends and so forth, how can I be worried about setting an example when the example I'm setting isn't the one I want them to follow through with? Does that make sense? You don't think it's a little cliche to jump out the gate with the I'm perfect, it's other people card? Now, I may be stubborn from time to time, but Nana said something very important long ago. She told me that even when people refuse to play their part right, you still must play your role right. Whether that's a brother, whether that's a son, whether that's a boss, whether that's an employee, whether that's a this, whether that's a that. And I believe I'm playing my roles right in life. It's just others don't know how to play theirs right. And that may be a selfish feeling, but when you feel as though other people aren't playing their roles right, you tend to get a bit selfish. That's the word I was waiting on. What? Selfish. That's your move, family man. See, you don't mind doing for other people, but the minute they lack the ability to show their appreciation, you want to reel back and act selfish. Now, I can say whether or not We already know everything about everything when it comes to us, so why are we doing this little sit down? Because you don't know. Yes, you. You know, there's a whole lot that goes on up here, and we don't really have anyone to talk to about it except for, well, us. So maybe by giving a little insight, we can get a little insight. Does that answer your question? Yeah, it did. Now, I know you're jumping to my mood, but I'd rather not get into the details of that because, no offense to anyone here, but I'm sure mine's the worst. And that's exactly why we need to discuss. I don't mind discussing between us, but, not in front of... We never lie. Though the truth hurts, but in the truth, we find our worth. Don't forget that, Mr. Valentine. Degrading, hateful, sad. That's my mood. My mood's the only mood that causes us harm. That get headaches, don't want to eat, all that kind of stuff. That's why homebody's here. But, it really don't make sense to me. And I really hate talking about ladies and so forth, but the truth is the truth. I didn't date girls at a 4'11", I didn't date girls at 5'10", so the range is unlimitless. But I don't know. There's just so many things that just ain't worked out, and it really don't make sense to me because I know I do my part. It's all of y'all's factors that really messing it up. One girl was perfect, but why didn't that work out? Val, you gotta understand. No, I really don't. No beating around the bush, Coach. You wanted to be honest here, right? If it wasn't for your cockiness, your, she's gotta be the next first lady, all the mama drama and this and this, then we would be good. But y'all adding in all these extra drama factors. And then you got homebody over here don't even want to get out of the house. I know this is sensitive, but don't put it all on me. Oh no, don't worry. He didn't. He threw shade my way too. Even though at the time you thought the Bluetooth was cool too. I don't know what attitude you're talking about. I've always kept this smooth. I've always kept this smooth. It's that cocky attitude right there that ain't gonna get us nowhere. You were acting like you weren't sleeping on the floor in trailers and eating out of a fridge with ants in it like the rest of us. That's in the past, and that's where I leave it. We'd be doing a whole lot better if you and all y'all would leave that BS where it needs to be. We are increasing every day. We'll never find love with a cocky attitude like that. I think it's best that we move the conversation back to your mood, Val. We'll have plenty of time to get to everyone else. Thanks, Mr. Wannabe Everyone's Dad. All right, so back on topic. I'm not really sure what all the beef is about. You say that we chased the same girl for years, but we dated other girls in high school as well. There's a reason they call you Valentine. It's not just because of the yearbook. Yeah, we dated this girl and that girl, but year after year, we continue to backpedal back to her. Why do you keep saying her? Why don't you just say her name? Hearing her name is like poison to me. I think about what could have been, sometimes what I think should have been. But, I really don't like, look, it's my only regret. That's it. She's my only regret. Oh my God, are you done? Go chug some sweet tea and cry about it. You've had plenty of opportunities with many beautiful women. Passed up one girl because she had tattoos. Now, I ain't a fan of tattoos like that, especially how many she wanted, but you out here looking for perfection. They say there's no one's perfect, someone's perfect for me. They say there's no one's worth it, someone's worth it for me. Am I the only one giving time, love, affection? Someone out here gonna be my reflection. Who wrote that? Jamie Foxx? We did at 1 a.m. in the garage after not getting a text back from Shawty for 2 days. I do want to move on because of time, but Val, let me tell you this. Despite the experiences that you have had, you can't give up. It is very important that you secure that bag because without you doing that, we're all going to have a lot of problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I got it. May have already found it. And that feed, I'm counting on you as well. Yep, can't make babies on our own. And we definitely not adopted. We could adopt, don't say that. Not with me around. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm counting on you too. Watching shows at home is a whole lot better with company.
This is the kind of support, balance, and communication we should be having all the time. I hate to kill the train of positivity, but bougie, your mood.
I don't have a mood. I'm always good.
Good Lord.
Now, I'm not lying. I maintain positivity. I look good, I smell good, my money nice. What do I have to be worried about? I'm not worried about women, family, how I speak, or impressing people. I'll perform everyone and everything I do. Without me, none of y'all would be able to do anything. So, like I said, I don't have a mood.
You don't think maybe you should reel back a little bit on the attitude? I think this is why people as a whole think we're cocky.
They can think what they want. I'm not cocky, I have pride. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for me, we would be ruined. I'm the one that makes us bounce back when a girl start tripping, family start tripping, or just things just not going our way. Sophomore year when we lost all our money and y'all started getting depressed, who was the one that made us bounce back?
You did.
Exactly. I'm the hustling engine. Process that. When shit hits the fan, I'm the one that keeps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 views from being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buys.
Can you please watch your language? We have an image to maintain. And I'm sure there's children watching. Most certainly our family. You know we don't cuss.
Bro, shut up. Like, really, shut up.
You know we don't cuss.
Yes, we do. You the one that justified it.
Cussing is cleansing.
You rather me say shit and damn every now and again instead of out here be busting heads. You said that and we all agreed. Don't try to backpedal now in order to make grandma happy.
Even if you can be a bit harsh, you are appreciated and you contribute a lot to the team. You're definitely not the brains of the operation. That was going to have to go to politicians. But you are definitely the backbone and we appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Why are you getting all emotional? I just forget the good things we contribute sometimes. It really is a team that we built here.
And our gifts is definitely something I want to get to. But I believe it's best to eat the pepper before you drink the milk, not the other way around. So let's knock out these other two moods, huh? All right, homebody?
I'll pass.
That's not how this works.
So you're gonna force me open. That's what we always do. I stay in my room watching nostalgic stuff like SpongeBob and John Q. In isolation, I can be vulnerable. I ain't gotta worry about looking good or anything else. So that's my mood. That's it.
That's not everything.
Include the part where you don't feed us nothing but snacks for several days. We supposed to be gaining weight, not losing weight. We done lost 20 pounds since we graduated. Way more in high school than we do now. Okay, fine, that too. But just because I like to chill at the house doesn't mean I like to chill alone. I just like being at the house. When you got a 65-inch TV and you cook good food, why wouldn't you want to chill? And then speaking of chill, that chili I should be popping.
The chili is good, but let's not change the subject. We're an extroverted being. You kind of hurt us a little bit and we can't survive if you're keeping us cooped up in the house all the time.
So party time it is, big fella.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Last but not least, our future, our leader, the politician. What's your move?
I don't think it would be wise to disclose our negative aspects. I can see poll ratings fall at every one of our confessions, and I'm sure mine would be the last straw.
You really believe that?
I swear you're so smart, you stupid. You so worried about the vision, you forgot what the people really wanted. They want you to be real. That's the biggest problem we got with the politicians right now. They don't know how to be real. So why don't you stop with the funny baloney and just do what they want? Be real.
And if it backfires?
Then it does. We always said we'd be doing things different anyway. And if we're not going to do it with us the way we are, then I'm not going to be here for the ride.
Coach, my mood is a nasty one.
Thank God. The confidence that Lucius Lyon and Frank Underwood gave Bougie and Valentine really messed me up.
From elementary days, watching Barack Obama change the game, making it possible for a black man to break that ceiling. I was born. Wasn't about power or status. I had and still have the vision to change this country to a near utopia. But if I'm gonna be honest, there's a part of me that when Bougie and I work together a bit, we tend to get a bit conceited, a bit wishful of being praised rather than appreciated. You know, as a child of God, how can you enjoy being idolized? I think the mood of mine is combining appreciation with being praised and seeking pleasure in that mindset. This right here is our drug. Admiration. You know, we don't drink, we don't do drugs, we don't steal, we don't do any of that, but we seek admiration. We thrive off of it. We're addicted to it. And in my belief, it's a positive way of coping with things, but you must be admired by the right people. You must seek admiration from those who are doing good things. I say the fear of God keeps us in line, but I also think the fear of not impressing those that matter to us keep us in line. So do your best to continue down that path, but keep in mind who it is you're seeking admiration from.
You know, that gives me a question, a little bit of a moment of pause. You know, a lot of people that seek to change an entire system usually end up dead. MLK Jr., JFK, Jesus. You know, I don't want my wife and my children to be without me because I was more focused on the world than I was them. Did you get that line from Great Papa? I remind you what we told him. If you had the vision and the ability to change the world and the opportunity was presented to you, would you take it? Despite the sacrifice. But before you answer, let me say this. While you are deciding whether or not you're willing to take that risk, Jesus himself is standing next to you. The man that died for you while his mother cried in pain. So again, would you take it? You know, no matter the decision. We can't do anything without the support of our wives, children, and so forth. So it's not just our sacrifice. And that's why Val's decision is the most important decision we'll make. Our partner is key to us changing the world. All right, boys, shake yourselves off. We've been through the ugly, we've been through the mud, we've been into the thick of it. But for real though, I want to congratulate you guys on going ahead and getting through all of that. I think everyone got to see a necessary side of our souls by everything that you guys contributed. But I do want to get to the good side of things, our gifts. Go ahead and blurt some of them out. Bold and beautiful. Charismatic. You're not wrong, Mr. President. You're not wrong. Stable. It's pretty funny how the qualities y'all chose to highlight fit your team role so perfectly. It's not funny. I'm just saying what you wrote. We all just saying what you wrote. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents. Writer, obviously. You heard the music on the credits, and now we can even add actor to the list. Well, actor, film director, producer, all of the above. Speaking of music, why is it so quiet in here? We can play something? Think of a song. Hey, I got one. Play that campaign song, yes, Mr. President. You know, the OT, Big Shot. Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Big Shot. Hey, Mr. Big Shot, got OT, got Ziploc. Down. You know how I get when that song gets going. Even more reason to run. Actually, I'm trying to make money with this, and we really don't have a lot of time to get approved from OT, so we're just going to have to vibe to some Dominique Beachum. Can't go wrong with some Dominique B, but none of the slow stuff. Why don't you all do a little something? I got nothing to show. but I know who does. Valentine, will you go ahead and show us something good? Don't gotta tell me twice.
Fake yours, man.
Man, I'm not an Indian, but I be chiefin'. Open the cinema, they gonna see it. Took off at the crib and I had me a sleeper. Need me a breather. They love me, my prices be cheaper. My vision focus be deeper. These people annoying just like some mosquitoes. They tell me go deeper. These people be pushing for platinum. My features. He said that I heard of y'all taste of believe. It's how to just people, cause people so legal. I feel like a king, I be feeling medieval. Just put a sign on the passenger seat of the Regal. I keep it 1K with my people. Don't let these bro hitters as lead. Don't let these bro hitters deceive. Came from the streets, flow through the beat. Flow with that water just like I'm a beast. These people groupies just like they're a freak. My money be neat. Ran out the shack, had to buy me some pleats. Robbing the stick with the doors of the Jeep. We flow to the beat, might move to the street. She came from my heat, like through their teeth. 50 prayers for my hitters who deep. I do this itch in my sleep. Yeah. These hitters be crossing, I just go off them. I'm in the garage just watering off them. With little mama, she said I be yawsin'. I put that drum like I'm playing percussion. I got me a rental from budget. These plans that I got, they won't fit inside, so I go siphon. He turned his back on me, he never back on me. Knee deep in powder, just left out the factory. I'm on a hill, I ain't feeling no gravity. Just like a turkey, they gobbling and swallowing me. Ride with the packs and I found me a trailer to follow me. Hitters gon' cry if they think about riding me. Clients are calling me, why did he calling me? I got the cheaps, $2 for some niggas and cleaner. She got the ocean and water, she better, she gorgeous. I drop me some bills off in Georgia, them piss get imported, you can't be extorted. Run a little hitter, you gon' get reported. I'm tryna be cordial, but hitters be extra, just caught me up playing a tester. Stick on the drop, so I'm trafficking pressing. These hitters be telling I'm weighing and scaling and mail it. I'm not an Indian, but I be chiefin'. Open the cinema, they gonna see it. Took off at the crib and I had me a sleeper. Need me a breather. They love me, my prices be cheaper. My vision focus be deeper. These people annoying just like some mosquitoes. They tell me go deeper. These people be pushing for platinum. My features. He said that I heard of y'all taste of believe. It's how to just people, cause people so legal. I feel like a king, I be feeling medieval. Just put a sign on the passenger seat of the Regal. I keep it 1K with my people. Don't let these bro hitters this lead. Don't let these bro hitters deceive. Came from the streets, look through the beat. Flow with that water just like I'm a beast. These people groupies just like they're a freak. My money be neat. Ran out the shack, had to buy me some pleats. Robbing the stick with the doors of the Jeep. We flow to the beat, might move to the street. She came from my heat, like through their teeth. 50 prayers for my hitters who deep. I do this itch in my sleep.
We all know I'm the real vocalist. Run my track.
Really made.
You know I started, you know how we got it, you know how I want it. Remind me of mama, you like the lotto, but better than lotto. $1 million, yeah, yeah, well, you that and nada, yeah, yeah. Home on my heart up, big, big. I throw my heart up, big, big. You catching a nada, big, big. I'm on the holla, big, big. Baby, come be with a boss, boss. What is the cost? Taking no loss. Yeah, yeah. Knowing I never gon' cheat on you. Knowing I never gon' leave on you. Honestly, wanting to lean on you. Yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah, yeah. No, you ain't scared. We'll be fair. Yeah, yeah. Know about your best friend. Truly the best friend. Know me best, man. Yeah, yeah. Know you got your little hoodie. I think real good of you, baby. I know that I'm fully schooling you, babe. Yeah, yeah. Shooting the dice on you know they flipping, but I'm knowing that you gonna land on the gold. Yeah, yeah. Right there, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Right there, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Sight there, say yeah, yeah, yeah. I want that, say yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that, say yeah, yeah, yeah. You know I started, you know how we got it, you know how I want it. Remind me of mama, you like the lotto, but better than lotto. $1 million, yeah, yeah, well, you that and nada, yeah, yeah. Home on my heart up, big, big. I throw my heart up, big, big. You catching a nada, big, big. I'm on the holla, big, big. Baby, come be with a boss. What is the cost? Taking no loss. Yeah, yeah. Knowing I never gon' cheat on you. Knowing I never gon' leave on you. Honestly, wanting to lean on you. Yeah, yeah.
Very good to both of you, but let me show you how to do it.
Who is Kaiser Soze? He's supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German. Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
I can feel that pressure miles and miles away. Yeah, I'm creeping closer, he just standing in my way. First I found it hard, I felt like he know everything. Now he make a move and I just step on, step on, step on, step on it. You make a move and I step on it. A lot of my people not catching it. My feet do not envy, I step on it. My feet are not vile, I step on it. Life to my savior, I don't regret it. Passing no riches, I don't regret it. Heaven's eternity, so excessive. The trials out here, so excessive. I tell my people, don't miss your blessings. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. Care about money, you tripping. Care about money, you tripping. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. Evils, they glistening. Get in my system, impairing my vision. You don't get money, they say that you tripping. Look at the scope, we the ones that be winning. Rather say true than they end up in prison. Lil' mama find that part, wanna be with. But I got mine, I got time for no women. Got a boss, no the restrictions. Handle all problems in latest edition. Feeling so grateful, brother so hateful. 2,000 years and we still saying thank you. 2,000 more and I'm still gonna say thank you. I'm an example of what he makes. Feeling like so I'm playing like so I need me a soda. 81 down and your life gon' be over. 80 eternity, need to think over. You make a move when I step on it. You make a move when I step on it. A lot of my people not catching it. My feet do not envy, I step on it. My feet are not vile, I step on it. Life to my savior, I don't regret it. Passing no riches, I don't regret it. Heaven's eternity, so excessive. The trials out here, so excessive. I tell my people, don't miss your blessings. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. Care about money, you tripping. Care about money, you tripping. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. I walk around and they pick on me. I walk around and they check on me. These are the evils, I step on them. We took them sins and we step on them. They took my visions and slept on them. I put my soul in it. Got in the washer, unholy detergent. I slept on the floor but on top of a mattress. Now I got visions, thank God for a mattress and all of the feels, but you know how I'm acting. Doing God's work, but I'm still a relaxing. They wanna mess with me, my life is attractive. My God is attractive and we ain't that savage. He run off on a move, he never ate again. That pressure got him like an alien. Hope the holy gonna bring him in. Holy gonna forgive us. I step on it. You make a move when I step on it. A lot of my people not catching it. My feet do not envy, I step on it. My feet are not vile, I step on it. Life to my savior, I don't regret it. Passing no riches, I don't regret it. Heaven's eternity, so excessive. The trials out here, so excessive. I tell my people, don't miss your blessings. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. Care about money, you tripping. Care about money, you tripping. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. I can feel that pressure miles and miles away. Yeah, I'm creeping closer, he just standing in my way. First I found it hard, I felt like he know everything. Now he make a move and I just step on. I can feel that pressure miles and miles away. Yeah, I'm creeping closer, he just standing in my way. First I found it hard, I felt like he know everything. Now he make a move and I just step on. You make a move when I step on it. You make a move when I step on it. A lot of my people not catching it. My feet do not envy, I step on it. My feet are not vile, I step on it. Life to my savior, I don't regret it. Passing no riches, I don't regret it. Heaven's eternity, so excessive. The trials out here, so excessive. I tell my people, don't miss your blessings. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system. Care about money, you tripping. Care about money, you tripping. I feel the love in my system. A little money won't tarnish my system.
Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly.
How come there isn't a rapper on the team? You know, we actually pretty good.
As funny as it is, we gotta focus on our future president right here.
Yeah, I guess. You know, that's actually a good question. I know the goal is to be president and everything, but have we made a plan to get there? You know, I don't know if we've laid all of that out.
Where have you been?
In bed. Nah, I'm serious. I really don't know what the plan is.
The plan has been set in stone since 2014. Now listen closely, because I won't be repeating myself. In 8th grade, we wrote and published a book called Declaration of Future Presidency. Now, it was a terribly written book, but it was our first mark. It established us. It was our declaration. And then we started testing out our leadership style with student council and
Empire!
Exactly. Empire. You see, we not only captivated our school, but we captivated our district. And I would say we did that using what I'd argue is our most powerful weapon, our voice. Then we moved over to UNT, and depending how things go, we'd probably graduate from UHM with a major in peace studies.
Okay, see, now we're at the good part. So what happens after we graduate?
See, you're moving too fast. You can't jump to graduation. We have to do the baby steps first. Now, this film right here will allow us to establish notability, get our name out there. It's out there already, but it's not out there with the demographics we need it to be with in order for us to win our elections. We did win the advisor election for the city of Denton.
Youngest ever.
Youngest ever. In 2023, we'll be running for Denton City Council, but in truth, that's just a baby step to get our feet wet for the real election, Congress, in 2026. You see, we're gonna run for TX26 and we're gonna win that election. We'll do 3 terms in Congress prior to running for governor in 2032. After serving 2 consecutive terms as governor, we will run for president of the United States in 2040. Once we hold the reins, we can implement policy. We can introduce a trade requirement into our high school curriculum. We can rework our Social Security system. That way, if you die at 65, you still benefit from the work you've done your entire life. We can launch a national attack on terrorism, such as the KKK and any other gang violence within the United States. Guys, if we do this different, like Bougie and I have discussed, we're bound to win this. I think one of our greatest benefits is that though we subject ourselves to a specific party, we are representative of our entire constituency.
So when did you plan all this out?
As I said before, the plan has been set in stone since 2014.
I was listening. I just wanted to see if you'd repeat yourself after you said you wanted.
I can't help being a man of the people despite my own wishes. I swear, you a whole cornball, but I respect the vision. Still think we could have been a rapper, though. Why can't we do both? Why can't we be a rapper? Why can't we be a politician? Why can't we produce movies? Why can't we do it all? Well, there's no precedent. So we'll be the precedent. Lily would definitely have a lot to be proud of if I pull through. When we pull through, then yeah, Lilo has a soft spot in all of our hearts, so for real. I can see her now, Bougie. Something about her, something about that name. It's as if she already exists. And she does. She does exist. We've created a world in which that's the reality. We're just waiting on time to bring her our way. I can't wait, Coach. Well, guys, how you feel about our little session? Feel like we fleshed out everything?
Yep, pretty much.
Coach, you just getting tired of writing the script. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired myself. But I do gotta say something before we leave. Is it what I think it is? Probably, and I don't know why you wanted to skip it. Go ahead, but this is the last thing, it's getting late. I'll make it quick. For those of you that think I'm a nice guy, I'm not. For those of you that think I'm rude, I'm not. Act accordingly. So, most times, I can be a pretty cool dude. But there's some things y'all do that just send me. If I text or call you, get back with me ASAP. It's the 21st century. Everyone lives with their phone on them. And if we make plans, don't cancel on me last minute. As a matter of fact, don't stand me up at all. I really can't stand it. I'm short. I get that. But that's not an opportunity to treat me like a kid. Yes, family, I'm talking to you. If I was 6 foot, there's some things y'all say to me that I would say just a little bit differently. And ladies, what's the deal? I may not be the sexiest man alive, but I may have tired for a second.
I was almost on board till you started that simp stuff. I keep a good balance. 50% simp, 50% pimp. Obviously not. I'm very proud of you guys, I really am. But it is time we go ahead and wrap up. This is the kind of communication, support, and balance we need to be keeping. Don't get in your own heads and stick to this path. We'll make plenty of memories that way. We've already made many. That's true. But why look to the past? We're done with that. Bougie. Our past grants us perspective and amplifies us all. Without our past, we wouldn't be who we are, where we are. So, it's most definitely important. Some memories just don't sit right with me. Should we go ahead and wrap up then? Keep those memories to ourselves? Think that's wise? Yeah, I'd rather keep them to ourselves. I'd rather not ruin the perspective that many have of us, nor would I want our children and so forth to be haunted by our past. Okay, no memories then. We're doing the memories. What was that? I said we're doing the memories. Bougie. Our past grants us perspective and amplifies us all. Without our past, we wouldn't be who we are, where we are. So, it's most definitely important. And I'm not going to be ignored. Plus, I'm not going to half-ass the movie. If you guys want to tell the truth, tell the truth. I see your point, but your vision is flawed. Discussing everything isn't beneficial. And when did I say disclose everything? Talk about the memories that are important, the ones that we'll never forget. It kind of takes me off that you want to just bypass it. I'm just here to guide the team. I won't force anything. You did make a good point. Are there a few memories any of you guys would like to take on? In the spirit of honesty, I'll share, but I'll be keeping my memories to those of positivity. The memory I'd like to discuss isn't necessarily one memory. It's more of a time period of memories. And before I get situated, I'd like to go ahead and say that my relationships with people are not based off of the relationships they have with others. My relationships with individuals are based off the relationship that I have with that individual. As it should be. You don't judge people based on what they have with others. You judge people based on what they have with you. Exactly. So, I'd like to discuss our Father, who are in heaven, or who we only saw twice from 8 to 18. I'm detecting a bit of a disrespectful tone. And I don't think we appreciate you talking about our Father, nor Lilo's grandfather in that way. It's not disrespect, it's honesty. You put him on a pedestal as if he's perfect. I do not. I respect his position as our Father, as you and we all should. Rather than focusing on what you wish could have been, focus on what is. I remember the Father we had during that year that we stayed with him. It was perfect. You couldn't have wished for a better parenting experience. I remember going to school with Miss Ross. I remember playing 2K. He's the Raptors, I'm the Nuggets. I remember sneaking and playing Def Jam without him, and he said, oh well, I guess you might as well continue playing. I remember my golden child necklace. I remember anytime he went and got an outfit, I had the exact same thing to match. I remember everything. One thing we can never say is that we don't know what it's like to be the center of somebody's world, because we were. But we aren't anymore. So I'm not sure why of all the memories you decided to hone in on this one. In all fairness, there are some things that bother me. I look at the younger two, Farrah and Farrah, and let me tell you, those two are gonna be amazingly successful. I actually see a lot of myself in them. But
I have to contribute that to the fact that they have had that constant support. You know, they lived that lifestyle that I remember having back during that year. And that's nothing bad on their part. They're his children as well. They deserve exactly what we had. And you're jealous of that? You know, I feel like jealous is a harsh term. They're still his children, as I said. So I don't understand how anyone could be jealous of them receiving the love and being provided for. They deserve it just as we deserve it. You know, but going back to what we said earlier in regards of roles, I'm the eldest. I'm the one who gave my parents the title of mother and father. There is a hint of not understanding when the care or love that's being provided is either A, not being provided equally, or there isn't some type of recognition within my position as the eldest. I wouldn't say jealous, I would just say seeking what is owed. I don't want it to feel as though we have a business relationship. You know, we've been building a relationship since I turned 18. But from time to time, it feels more like we're partners rather than father and son. How does he make you feel like a business partner? He don't treat you no different than he does when you're with the youngest two. You know, it's about recognition. You know, how many times have we, looked at his social media and so forth and just wished we were there? You know, wish that on a birthday we got more than a text or a phone call. You know, Dirk Nowinski and I share the same birthday, and yet every year he makes sure to post him. You know, it's just things like that that just bother me a little bit. You know, but there's several times where I wish we could just go back to before everything changed, before things were different. I imagine you guys would like that as well. I know I do. I always said I didn't want us to be that cliche black man that didn't know who his father was. So I fought for a relationship, and now I have a relationship. But how to be recognized as the eldest son in all aspects of his life, I don't know how to make that happen. That's not something we can control. Sure, yeah, he's made it clear to those closest to him and even our siblings, but to a degree, we still kind of hid it. He's gonna have to give us that exposure. And sure, he's gonna get the who's that, and I didn't know you had another son, but that's his responsibility as a father. Yeah, I don't want to rush him, but I can imagine what he went through in losing us. God knows how I would be if we lost Lilo. But there has to be some acknowledgement that we lost him as well, and we still recognize his position. We still do what we're supposed to do. So it would be nice if he would do the same. So that's just my take. Yeah. Explain to me how getting that off your chest wasn't a good idea. Are you seeking a pat on the back, Gucci? It wouldn't hurt. Very good, family man. I have a memory I'd like to share. It's like family man. It's not a specific one, but over a time period. Okay, go ahead then. We all know that our relationship with our parents is complicated. Since family man spoke on our father, I'll speak on our mother. If you don't mind, Holmes, I'd like to do that one. Oh, okay, that's fine. Why do you feel so motivated to speak on our mother? Well, because she's the reason I exist. And anyone can say what they want to say about our mother, but with her, there's never a dull moment. So Though some memories, I don't recall much of them with pleasure, there are some that I do, so I can skip past the eating grass, pole dancing, and homeschool.
Homeschool.
Yes, our mother, she was, there's a lot to say, but, one thing that I cannot just mow over is the way that she treated us in terms of recognizing our potential. She always counted on us. She always knew that anything we said or set our mind to, she genuinely believed it. Half the times when someone says, I'm going to be president of the United States, you look at them, laugh, and believe that that's a pipe dream. She genuinely believed it when we said it. It used to make me proud. She would say things along the lines of, I don't need a man. I have my son. Things like that. And so that's, you can say what you want. There may be some bad sides to it, but I know without a doubt she supported us in what we wanted to do.
Well, you really didn't tell much of a memory. I don't know what to call what you described, but do you want to go into a little bit more detail?
Yes, I'm sure. There's no reason to dig into specifics. From what I remember, our mother respected our abilities and our potential.
If everything in our life was good, we wouldn't be fit to lead this country. Our understandings of the sufferings people have is a blessing. We've been through a lot. We've smoked weed, been sexually assaulted, been jumped and shot at. We've been through it all. And that's not a bad thing. It's the foundation on which we build our home. Bougie, Valentine, family man, homebody, politician. You guys are the team. I'm the coach. So take everything I'm saying to heart, all right? Let's go ahead and get out of here. Wait, what about ROTC, Empire, Texas Boys State? We not gonna talk about all that? Every movie has potential for a sequel. But let's go ahead and get out of here. All right. See you later, coach. Next time. Au revoir. Later. I really appreciate it, coach. I'm gonna get married. My name should carry. I'm gonna get married today. We're not products of our environment. We are products of our reaction to our environment. We're influenced, not controlled. I am the result of influences I've allowed and influences I've rejected. Allow me. My father said, never do anything you don't want to do, because at the end of the day, you are the one that has to live with the consequences. My mother told me, I've always done what I wanted to do, so why should I ever stop? My grandfather said, if when we die and all we believe is false, and we just go into the ground, then so be it. But if we're right, aren't you happy you believed? My grandmother said, you don't need people to tell you they're proud of you. Just be proud of yourself. My uncle said, I'm the best dressed man alive and he wishes he could dress like me. Wow. Didn't know that was in here. Thank you. There's actually two in here from Uncle Trey. He also said, at the end of the day, you do what you have to do for your family. My great papa said, 1 second. He said a lot. Still scrolling. Okay.
just saying this because I'm looking at you, but you've done a lot. And I know right now you have your eyes set on being the president, but there's a lot you can do. Thank you for your influence.
Okay.
Roll credits.
You better recognize her. Feel that pressure rise. Look at me in my eyes. Tell me, telling me no lies. Yeah, I sense the skies. When you're right here, I feel alright. But the moment that you gone away, something just not right. Acting like I'm not stressing. Wondering why you're not texting. I know I'm not tripping. Hit you up days ago, you tripping. Homie try to get me sipping. Know how to pass me clear vision. So we stay my standards high and proper expectation. I can say I know they're wrong, expecting what I gave her. I can switch emotions like switching flows. I'm coasting, nice or rude, I act accordingly. So nice is what I'm hoping. So nice is what I'm hoping. You's a fine little mama, like your mind's little mama. Wish I could see you smile all the times, little mama. So maybe my mind's floating. What I want and what it is. You can get the answers, mama, tell me what it is. Based on the conversations, mama, I can see the future. God the producer with a whole lot of bloopers. I got people waiting on me. Had a partner, thought I knew her. The answers gotta turn the corner now, maybe sooner. They say there's no one's perfect, someone's perfect for me. They say there's no one's worth it, someone's worth it for me. Am I the only one giving time, love, affection? Somewhere out here gonna be my reflection. You better recognize her. Feel that pressure rise. Look at me in my eyes. Tell me, telling me no lies. Yeah, I sense the skies. When you're right here, I feel alright. But the moment that you gone away, something just not right. Acting like I'm not stressing. Wondering why you're not texting. I know I'm not tripping. Hit you up days ago, you tripping. Homie try to get me sipping. Know how to pass me clear vision. So we stay my standards high.
Yo, Chose.
I'm like the baby, I go ahead and hop in. I don't even get a beat seconds to breathe. The beat of 2 minutes, I'm thinking 120 little seconds to lay down some heat. They said that my life like a movie, made me a movie. See a little boy on the screen. Told me to write me a book, I'm not liking a look, so I pop out the camera and cheese. My flow still cook on me freezer, feeling my knees hurt. Slow it down, take me a breather. I like to jig like I'm pot, like to jig like my pots, but the world looking dumb and I'm teacher. They see your boy praising God and he got a good voice, so they saying they calling this preacher. Therapy call me the seeker, hearing the word from the bleachers. My life like a movie, know you was watching back then, so watch me now. My life like a movie, this intermission, not time for final bow. My life like a movie, feeling no pressure when hater would come around. My life like a movie, y'all was a critic, but why in the feature now?